Tinder, which has about 7 million subscribers and generates about 60% of Match Group's revenue, unveiling some new features today. Joining us now to discuss is the CEO of Tinder, Jim Lanzone. He joined the company just last August. Jim, thanks for talking to us today. So explain to us, why did you launch these features, video, new ways to interact before you meet in person?
Hi, Julia. It started with video, probably the biggest one. Tinder became #1 and it has had over 65 billion matches since inception because it was so simple, to upload pictures and a bio and start swiping in a very dynamic environment. But more than 50% of our users now are Gen Z, and that is a generation that, thrives on self-expression, and that starts with video. So starting today, they can upload video the same way they would photos, and then start to see those videos in their Tinder stream the same way they would anything else, and just swipe through.
So, Jim, I have to wonder how much these changes reflect your background as an executive at video companies. You created CBS All Access. What does that background mean for your vision for the future of Tinder?
Yeah, I think, and we've seen this both with Gen Z and with basically everybody using Tinder coming through COVID, which is, it's a little bit less of a transactional environment now where people want to, get to know people better virtually before they agree to meet offline. And it really has opened up a whole area of, we almost call it swipe possibly, not just swipe left or right, but this zone of the journey of getting to know people. And they've really embraced doing that online before they meet offline. And that really sets up the situation where Tinder is this iconic brand, but can really become more of a platform and provide experiences and all kinds of other ways for people to get to know each other. Again, not because it's like a social media app, we want to get their attention and monetize that. We're a subscription-based service, but really to enable them to have more successful outcomes and find that spark with somebody. So that, to me, is really exciting. And it's, part of that is content, but there really is a rich roadmap of innovation that I feel like we can really do here. And I've done so many other parts of consumer internet in my career. This just seems like a really, really interesting one to tackle.
You mentioned social media, Jim. I, of course, have to mention that Facebook has its own dating service. You also are competing with Bumble. Do you think these new tools, which are available for free, will convince your users to subscribe and to pay for those services, even though they're free? Or do you think that this is going to send people over to rival services? How will this impact competition?
Hopefully the things we launch won't send them to rival services. But it's a member-based service. And you mentioned our subscriber numbers. It's all about creating more value. And in that way, it is a lot like streaming subscription services. And so, besides video, another one that we're launching today is an Explore tab or area of Tinder, which will have all kinds of things, one of which will be experiences and activities that people can do together online. Another is giving people more control over Tinder and actually telling us what categories they want to surf through people within. So an example is pet mode, just going through people who also love pets, or thrill seekers, where people will find adventurers like themselves. And that'll all sit permanently now within a tab on Tinder for people to lean forward maybe instead of the lean back experience that we're known for. And look, Tinder's #1 in over 110 countries. It is incumbent upon a leader to not relax and to keep innovating on behalf of members. So that's what we're going to do.